Gorgeous human, I have my jacket over here just in case if I feel cold I'll wear it. I'm shooting the video at 6 in the morning because of the reason that you will know forward. I'm Jyoti. I'm your spiritual bestie, your spiritual guide, and I am here to support you. I make daily YouTube videos which bring so much joy, so much ease into your life, that videos that helps you into moving out of dysfunction, into healing, into harmony, into alignment, from low self-esteem to developing golden self-esteem, golden self-confidence, golden integrity, from feeling lost to feeling aligned with your purpose, with your passions. And so subscribe. You need a daily dose of me, okay? Daily 20-25 minutes with me is a basic need, okay? Just like we need sunlight, we need water, you need my daily videos to keep you aligned, to align you. And yeah, today's video, so subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button, bell icon, so that you're always notified whenever I upload a video. Today's video I'm going to be sharing a simple thing that has helped me a lot in overcoming my deepest of fears and anxieties and worries and panic attacks. Okay, I would have a lot of panic attacks because I've shared in my other videos, and I'll share it again because stories help people to connect. So I grew up in a very dysfunctional home. I was beaten, abused, sexually molested, and verbal abuse was daily thing. It's like it's a normal thing. I grew up with my aunt because my parents were in village, and they sent me to my aunt because they thought that I'll get a good education because she was in a city. So but that was not the actual case. My parents were not being very responsible parents at that time. They just had me. My parents just had me because they were supposed to have a child, not because they were ready or they wanted. My mother had different agenda behind having me. She's like, okay, if I give birth to a child, then a man will be like my father, will be what do we say, loyal to him and will not look around. So she is like, okay, if I have a child, then I'll get a love of my of the man, and I will get the loyalty of a man. But when I was born, that was my Bluetooth. So but when I was born, that didn't happen. My father was still very ignorant and all that thing. So now I turned out to be a disappointment for my mother, because she didn't wanted a child, to take care of a child, to nurture a child, to support a child in her life, like in a child's life. But she wanted it so that she can get love, attention, validation and loyalty, but that didn't happen. So I was a disappointment. So I started to irritate her, and then she just sent me away. And my aunt, her sons was a total bully. It's like, one thing is like you go to school and someone bullies you and then you come back. But it's another thing then when you are living with your bully, the people who are bullying you every single day, someone who is molesting you at night, having sexual whatever with you, So as a child, my life became really difficult. Like I was constantly in anxiety because I was like, oh my god, I don't know when is the next time she's going to beat me up, because I was not aware about her mood. She would hit me up like anytime, hit me up as in like beat me anytime. If I just went into the kitchen and ate food by myself, then like if I picked up something, she would just start me beat like she would beat me like crazy. If I'm laughing, she would beat me like crazy. If I'm singing, she would start to shame me, like lot of things. And this is every single day. And I was and there is no like my parents are not at all involved. They're just not there. So I felt like very abandoned. Like the sensations of being abandoned is like really bad. Okay, they can give you not goosebumps but panic attacks. So after being through so much abuse, and I had nobody to talk to about this, like, I was like, nobody to talk to about this, and no one is interested in me. I was like very alone, and it started to happen when since I was 3 4. Okay, and so I developed like a lot of fear. And then I also learned that people are not safe, because if I'm growing, if I'm around people who are very neglectful, who are abusing me, assaulting me, beating me up, so definitely I would believe that, that people are unsafe. So when I also went out into the world, school, colleges, I always felt like the people are unsafe, and that sensation that people are unsafe and people are all around, and people are what we need the support of people. As human beings, people need people. We need connection from people, love from people, support from people, kindness, generosity. And God uses people to give us our good. If something good were to happen to you, God will use a human to deliver that good to you. Like for me, my mentors, my people that I have taken workshops and courses with, the books that the people whose books I have read, and all these, and some good people that I have met, it's because of them my life is so good. So we need people. But at that time, for a long period of my life, I believe that people are unsafe, and I still do sometimes, and I've healed a lot though. So when I felt like people are unsafe and they are everywhere and they are what I need, it's like constant panic, and like, if you are hungry, for days you are hungry, and someone comes and gives you an apple, you will just take that apple, and even if the person has given you poisoned apple, you will just eat it and still feel like that person is a god, and that. Or if you are thirsty and you have not had water for 4 5 days, someone comes and gives you a water, and they mix something really shitty with the water, you will drink it, and you will still feel like that person is a god, because you were in so much of need. And that's my inner condition was like. I was so desperate, in need of human connection. I wanted to see some kind of goodness in people, in some human, and because I was in so much of neediness around human connection, I would manifest people who were also like had that same void, and they were like just wanted to take advantage of my innocence, my kindness, and I would also get attached to wrong people really really quickly, because there was so much lack. If you are living in abundance, if you had abundance of apples, abundance of mangoes, abundance of bananas, abundance of whatever you need, like abundance of houses, like three, you can buy any house that you want. So you will not be like attached to one house. You will not be going crazy around food, because you have enough. It's when we have lack, that's when we become attached. So that was like for me in case of love and connection and people. So I would get attached really quickly, and that was panic, because I was like, okay, this person is going to leave my life, so I have to attach myself to them, like become like super focused on them. And I came across, I was very spiritual since childhood. That was my strength, prayer. And prayer is what I used to get myself out of so much of trauma, so much of dysfunction. But I started to hide that part of me, because I remember my aunt and her sons would make fun of me. So I would hide that part of me, and it's really hard to live with a bully. It's really hard to live with someone who is constantly making fun of you. You feel very separated and like alone when you are living with such kind of people, so I started to hide myself, my prayer, because my habit of praying. I remember whenever I would eat food, I would just keep a bite aside to, because I was thinking, what, this is God's bite. I would do all these things when I was very little, and then my aunt's son started to make fun of me, and then I stopped it, and I was like, I'm not going to pray out in public, and nobody will know that I do that. So I started to hide that part of me. And then much later, when I was like few years back, like 4-5 years back, I came across somebody. He's an influencer, and he would post a lot of posts about Hanuman Chalisa, and I would laugh at him. And then after some time, I started to chant Hanuman Chalisa. And before that, I was also chanting Hanuman Chalisa, but not in a direct way. But because my inner soul would guide me to pray, some mantras, some Hanuman Chalisa sometimes, but I was never doing it like as a habit. And then I would laugh at him also, like when I saw that influencer. And then after when I actually learned the power of Hanuman Chalisa, I felt very guilty, why I was doing that and all of that. But anyway, I forgive myself for doing that, and I realized that we are all victims of victims. What was happening to me, I somewhere started to do it with that influencer. Of course, he was not bothered, because he doesn't even like know me like that. So but my love for my higher self started to guide Hanuman Chalisa, like guide me to chant Hanuman Chalisa every day. And here's the thing I've also noticed: the thing that we made fun of and we feel like, oh, that's really stupid, those are the things that we are really guided to do. Okay, I have observed a lot, so that's why I don't laugh at things anymore. But I have also like strongly seen the things that I feel like, what is this, or I'm like avoiding, or I'm like laughing at someone for doing. Those are the things that I had to do them in my life, be it like fashion, styling, and like camera confidence, photos, poses, and beauty. All these things earlier, I was like, what are these, But now they are like really a strong part of my life mission. Okay. Coming back to the topic of the video, you know what, I just let myself speak, because I know when I'm making these videos, it's like God giving so many messages to different people, and I need to let myself divert. So it's a divine redirection that keeps happening in the video, and I just like the flow. It's a divine flow, God's flow. I love being in that flow. So I started to read Hanuman Chalisa, and I started to see a lot of magic in my life in terms of anxiety, worries, strength, panic attacks. I started to have lot of strength, fears started to lose their power over me. Like I had a lot of fear about little things, bigger things, but they started to just leave from my aura started to heal. So Hanuman Chalisa is really powerful. You can start with reading one time, or as your soul guides you. Right now I just read 11 times, and then I will read Bajrang Ban. And last year on my birthday, I read Hanuman Chalisa for like 100 times. Very powerful fact. So I don't want to tell you how you should read it, but I want you to let your soul guide you. Your body feels it. It says that between 3 to 5, it's a very powerful time in the morning, but I also remember, as I have mentioned, that when we are growing up in like dysfunctional homes, we need lot of rest. We don't want to be rushed. We don't want to be rushed into anything. We don't want to be rushed into praying. We don't want to be rushed into getting up early. We don't want to be getting rushed into doing anything. If I tell you, like, what, journaling is good, but if I you may feel rushed if I tell you, do it at that time. So start slow, start it at your own place, and your at your own pace, but slowly make it a habit. If you're waking up at like in the afternoon, it's okay, relax. You are healing lot of dysfunction. Be kind with yourself, be gentle with yourself, and then let yourself be waking up at even in the afternoon. Get ready in the afternoon, exercise. It's okay, if it's in the afternoon or in the evening, and then slowly you would naturally start to wake up earlier, do all these things early in the morning. You will naturally have the stamina. So start begins with little steps, and then you can trust that your higher self will get you to your highest timeline. So yeah, I read 11 times, and then I'll do Bajrang Ban. It's a very powerful mantra also. And Hanumanji, wow, what a beautiful being he is. Very powerful, very, very. I have dreams of him. I have dreams of many God. They visited me. Mother Mary, Hanumanji, Paramanansa Yogananda ji, Jesus Christ, and fairies. I had dreams of them. And you can book a one-on-one session with me. Link is in the description. If you need intuitive guidance on your health, on your passion, on your purpose. If you're feeling a lot of fear and you need guidance in making decisions, wise decisions, or if you feel a lot of fatigue, eating disorder, loneliness, and just check the description. You will see the points. You can book one-on-one session, or you can book 3-week mentorship with me, wherein you have 3 video call or audio call. You can decide, and like daily text messages support. And also I have, when we are talking about Hanumanji and power, we must talk about my beautiful painting. I only have one piece of this, and I channel high frequency paintings, just like how Hanuman Chalisa, chanting it shifts your vibration, or any other mantra, chanting that mantra, speaking affirmation shifts your vibration. Keeping my art around have same effect on you. Like this crystal that I'm wearing is a very powerful crystal. Other crystals, keeping them around shifts up frequency, and bring good energy into our life. My paintings have the same effect on the person and their life and in their environment. And this is a frequency of taking a leap of faith on myself, and it brings divine power, divine strength, divine bravery into our lives. And talking about Hanumanji, definitely, bravery, courage, and strength is who he is. He is like so courageous and so brave. And so I only have one piece of it. When you finalize your order, I'm super excited to know an individual on whose home this frequency is going to be going into. And if you check out my Instagram, or check out the description, you will get to see the zoomed picture of this. It's really beautiful, like super fucking powerful magic. I get to I know it's going to be sold out super soon, and by the time it is here with me, I am seeing lot of power, lot of magic, and I am super grateful that I get to spend the time with it as much as I, get to before it finds the person who is meant to be with, you know. Everything is in the description, everything. I also have a free guided meditation, Heal Your Life. This is my very generous gift that God has asked me to share it with my people. So here it is. That's also in the description. I have done that meditation for like I begin my journey with that meditation, super powerful, and it has a lot of, because after going through a lot of dysfunction and trauma, we feel that uneasiness, and that meditation bring like lot of ease. So you see, you have so many resources. You can chant Hanuman Chalisa, you can get my guided meditation, you can watch my videos, because people have lot of energy. I remember I used to watch lot of videos of my mentors, and because they have already went through what I was going through, that energy started to be passed on to me. It's very contagious. The 5 people that we hang out with, we become that. So we got to be very mindful of the energy that we are surrounding ourselves with. If we are constantly surrounding ourselves with people who are constantly complaining, worried and stressed, so that energy started to get rub off on us. And how I kept a good company is by listening to my mentors, getting into their courses, getting their books and reading them. That is how for many years I was just surrounding my life with, and very limited time with people. And if I wanted to spend some time with people, I would go and play with children, and I would play with animals. And then whenever I need some help and support of any human, God will send me a human always. So yeah. Okay, comment down below if your suggestion for other videos, any confusion that you are going through in your life that you want me to make a video on. And send me a lot of love. And if my messages are helpful, you can also send me a loving donation. I am happy to receive. A link of that is also in my description. I'll see you tomorrow in another video.